Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy CPI day. I hope you guys are ready for a very interesting day ahead. Again, the market is going to be very, very dependent on what happens at CPI here. We have a couple of things that I want to mention to you guys before the CPI report comes out. Obviously, it's going to be coming out in about 5 minutes here, but it is that time of day, ladies and gentlemen. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me as well, I'd love to see some good mornings. Let's do a little bit of a roll call. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would not mind hitting that like button on the way in, helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to some more people over here. Let's see who we have in here. We got to be quick because I want to make sure that we can talk a little bit about kind of what my expectations are for CPI and what we need to look for when this data is going to be dropping within the next 4 minutes here. So let's see what we have. We got Angel, Daily Taylor, J-Time, Wreck-It Ralph, Jay, Andrew, DM Ohio. What's up, buddy? Everett, All Function, Eddie, Christopher, CF, Jason, Armac, Jefferson, what's up, man? Jackie, NLT, Last, Shane. All right, welcome everybody. Let's see, let's do it. Just Chillin's in here. Eric, Eddie. Oh, we got a lot of familiar faces in here. Welcome to everybody that's new to the streams as well. You guys are going to learn a metric boatload on these streams, not only just about trading, day trading, swing trading, but also about finance, macroeconomics as well. I have a little announcement for you guys today too. It's a little bit of a fun one, but let's go over some of the CPI expectations here. So year over year, CPI is currently estimated to come in, headline is currently estimated to come in at, I believe, 3.4%. Yeah, 3.4%. Month over month core and both estimated to be at 3. Now, when you think about the overall headline number, if that's including energy, shelter, everything, I would actually expect that expectation to be a little bit higher, especially with what we've seen with energy prices. So that is something to keep a note of. Now, when you look at year over year core CPI and actual headline CPI, that's kind of more so what I'm going to be looking for here. Year over year CPI is estimated at, again, 3.4 and core CPI is estimated at 3.7. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So when this data comes out, everybody, we could be in a very similar situation where we start to see the market move, and it may not make sense when you look at the direct data. Now, remember what happened last Friday where we saw all of the NFP data and it didn't really make sense until you looked a lot deeper into what that data actually was, with full-time employment numbers actually decreasing by about 6,000, and all of those job gains were coming from part-time employment. You could see something very similar today where large money is going to be looking at something called Supercore, which is going to be taking out shelter as well. So housing costs could be really a big determining factor of what we are going to do in reaction to this CPI report. But we all know energy prices have been skyrocketing. So that is not going to be a helpful factor for what we're going to be seeing in CPI today. Now, obviously, that's going to be baked into some of the expectations. And as we heard from, I believe it was Fed Bostic yesterday, he said that if the headline number comes in at expectations, or kind of all the numbers, if they come in at expectations, I think the quote was that would be a very welcomed sign. So that's kind of an insight into what the Fed is looking at. If CPI comes out at expectations, we could see a little bit of a positive market reaction, and that's kind of a little front run there. That's one of the reasons why we saw this market run up yesterday, because now the Fed is shifting their narrative again. Remember, a couple of months ago, at one of the Fed meetings, Powell had said, you don't need the inflation numbers to be very, very great. You just need them to be good. Now, the inflation numbers that have come out with CPI, PPI, PCE is all right, which is the Fed's preferred metric of inflation, but the other ones have not been good. So now with that Bostic statement saying, well, it's okay if it comes in line at expectations. Well, the expectation is 3.4%. That is high. That is relatively high. So let's see, guys. We've got 30 seconds here to go. Please, nobody do anything crazy in the pre-market. I don't want to see anybody do anything wild. Team, as always, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in as well. I've got a little announcement for you guys a little bit later. Wow, we got a lot of people in here coming in for CPI. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Tor. What's up, buddy? I love seeing all the familiar faces. I also love seeing all you new faces in here. Oh, okay, hold on. A little bit of a pop so far on what CPI. All right, let's see what happens. I'm looking for the data here. Looking for the data. Let's see. Actually, it's not even out yet. Yeah, whoa! Big move down. Big move down. Here we go. Let's see what we're going to get here. Let's see. How big is this so far? 20 points. Oh my Lord. All right. Let's see what the data is. That's a very, very, very quick reaction. As soon as it hit 830 there, market's selling up. That's big. 30 points here. 39 points down this 15-minute candle. Oh my God. All right. Here we go. Let's see. I'm looking for it right here. 3.5%. Uh-oh. Headline coming out at 3.5%. Remember that year-over-year number was expected to come in at 3.4. That is high. Markets are not having fun here, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have to look at what those core numbers are and things like that as well to see if there's any significant differences, to see if that increase in CPI. And also, we had a 56% probability. We didn't mention this. 56% probability of a June cut before the CPI data came out. Let's see if this got a little bit of an adjustment right as that data came out here. Let's let this load come back. Oh my God, this market is drilling. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit of a better picture here. So month over month, higher. Wow. Yeah. CPI month over month, March actual 0.4% versus 0.4 previous, estimated 0.3. Year over year, we covered that. Core was higher at 0.4 versus 0.4 previous, estimated 0.3. Core CPI March actual, yeah, higher as well. 3. It's not moving. Inflation is not budging. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, your SLV could look nice. Yeah, what's it doing? It's not moving right now. You could get a delayed reaction on some of the commodities. Hot CPI. Oh, what was that? What was that ticker yesterday, Ralph? NGVT? Was that what it was? That David was talking about? I want to see what happens with this. This one's interesting. Let's check gold GLD. How's this moving? Down. Interesting off of that move. This is moving down. A lot of things are. This is a disgusting candle. This is a 65 point to the red candle. Yields are ripping. They should be. Yeah, TLT is coming down significantly. US 10-year, let's see what this is doing. Way up. Way up. 10-year up 2.38% here. So that's the yield. Remember, guys, if yields are going up, what's happening? People are selling bonds or not providing any demand for bonds. Why would that be? Well, if everybody is expecting 3 rate cuts in 2024, and then that no longer happens, they can wait and forego the opportunity to buy bonds now, wait for rates to get higher, and then start buying those bonds in order to lock in a higher quote-unquote risk-free rate of interest. This is a dirty sell candle. This is one of the dirtiest sell candles on CPI that we've seen. Down 60 points in one candle on ES. Oh my Lord. Oh my God. Futures are paying for community college education bills right now. There you go, Ralph. Ralph, who's going to community? You're not going to community college. Oh, is your son? Oh, that's cool. I was going to say, I know you're not. You don't need to be in school. Yeah, 10-year ripping, guys. Ripping. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, that was a terrible CPI report at face value. Terrible. Terrible. Fed swaps assign lower odds to June rate cut after March CPI. I want to see what the number is. It's still at 56. This hasn't adjusted yet. I want to see. How about now? Yes, it's still sitting at 56. So this has to adjust. This is the Fed watch tool. That's such a dirty sell candle. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, I would expect SLV to look pretty nice. But, again, if everything's going to kind of get dragged down with it here, I mean, if inflation is coming up, the value of the dollar, or it's not coming down, if that makes sense. So if inflation is, like, flatlining, the soft landing is kind of an inflation. But again, just like I've been saying, guys, the soft landing that we're seeing is not in terms of like what the Fed actually wants. It's imagine you're landing a plane on the runway, but instead of landing on the actual runway, you're landing like 100 yards, 200 yards. You're flatlining way higher than the runway is, and you're not able to actually land the plane. That's what we're seeing right now. And this is a really big problem for a wide variety of reasons. So let's kind of go through this a little bit here. First things first is we all know, or you guys should know at this point, especially with you guys that have been following along with these streams, There's about $7.6 trillion of government, United States government debt that needs to get refinanced throughout kind of this year and a little bit next year. It's a third of all the outstanding debt. Now, if rates do not come down, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's a vicious cycle that could start. Vicious. And what it is, well, if the Fed has to sell these bonds at higher interest rates, their interest expense goes up. Now, from the overall tax revenues in the United States, there's a lot of different things that can happen here, which all of them are not great. Like, think about this. If the United States has higher interest expense, and then you calculate kind of all those other kind of fixed costs that the government has, like entitlements, Medicare, Social Security, things like that. It's stated now that on the trend that we're currently on, that within the next 5 to 7, it's like 7 years ish, that our tax revenues in the United States are not going to be enough to pay for those costs, interest expense, and all of the other different entitlement spending that the United States government has to do. So what happens then? Well, nothing good. Bitcoin 68K. That's interesting, man. I mean, that's kind of an algo sell, especially on those other ones. But if you're seeing inflation higher, I mean, you could easily, you're going to need to see this rotation into inflationary assets, which is exactly why we've been looking for these rotations over the last couple of days here. That's exactly why we've been looking at this stuff. How's this doing? Yeah, it's getting starched there. This one moving? No. GLD being down like this is interesting. Where's SLV? And then how's Tesla? Is Tesla getting hammered? Yeah, Tesla down 2. So then think about it like this. So the government could raise taxes at that point. Will they? Well, it's not going to be enough. So what they're most likely going to do is try and inflate away the problem. How? Money printing. So you get into this vicious cycle of the Fed can't get rates high enough to get inflation down, because why? Well, you would completely capitulate commercial real estate. You would make overall lending a lot more tough to come by. So these banks are not going to be issuing as many loans. So the people that need them, or the small businesses that need them, it's going to be a lot harder for them to do so. Nikki Leaks tweet. Yeah, I want to see that. What did Nikki Leaks say? Core CPI printed above forecasters' expectations for the third straight month. 12. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. This is awful. Look at this. So this is the trend in CPI right now. So we've seen a nice downtick. Now we come into this year. What do we see? Uptick. That is not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. So again, going back on what we were saying here. Okay, so the government inflates away the problem. Inflation is already an issue. So then asset holders, or people who are able to hold assets that benefit from inflation, are going to get way richer, and you're going to see the people who cannot own assets, or as many assets. Let's say the middle, like lower middle class, to the people on the lower end of the totem pole. They're going to get hit even harder, because again, the prices of things are going to go up. Their wages are not going to go up fast enough, and prices are still going to be much higher. This is not good. Seeing these things happen in the market, going against what the Fed is expecting, and honestly hoping for at this point, is a very bad sign. I would not want to be in Powell's shoes right now at all. He's in an election year. He has the Treasury saying you need. That's like the. And I'm trying to make sure that you guys understand the importance of this issue of the interest expense of the government. It's a huge issue. It's a huge issue. And what has everybody been doing? Well, you've seen that part-time employment number spiking. Potentially that's feeding into some of those. This is bad, man. I don't like this. Fed minutes today? We shouldn't be getting the Fed minutes today, do we? Oh my God, we have Fed minutes today. Oh my God, at 2 p.m. Wow. We have Bowman speaking at 8:45. So in 6 minutes, Michelle Bowman is coming on. We have Goolsby speaking at 12:45. And then we have the Fed minutes at 2. This is definitely going to be a no day trade day for me. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Fed watch tool. I was. It wasn't refreshing. Maybe now it has. Let's see. That's got to be around 50 or sub 50 for a rate cut in people. This site is probably crashing right now because there's so many people looking for what the heck is going on here. And again, team, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot with the YouTube algorithms over here, spreading this information out to some more people. This thing's just drilling. Yeah, it's not refreshed for me either. I think this site is just crashing because there's so many people that are on this trying to see what the rate cut expectations are, or rate expectations are. That's horrendous. That is just horrendous. What about Japan? Hold on. What's USD JPY doing right now? We need to look at that. It should be up. Yeah. Oh, shit. That's not good. That breakout in USD JPY is not good. I mean, we were talking about this chart too. Like, if USD JPY was a ticker, I would be thrilled. I would love this. That's A+ to the upside. All right, I got to look at something here. What are they saying in that server? Anything I missed? What's Dixie doing? Dollar index. Silver back up. That makes a little sense there. Dollar ripping. The dollar is ripping here. 152 is going to be an issue. Now it's an issue. USD JPY being up here is an issue. Japan might start raising rates. Ueda is going to have an issue. This is the problem with printing money and then basically allowing everybody else to take way more risky bets in a short frame of time. Think about it like this. If when we were in 2020 and the Fed started printing money and really stepping up those asset purchases, what large money in a lot of the market started to do is almost expect that was going to last for longer than it was. And now that we had this very quick, like low rates, like really low rate cycle, and then flipped right back to high rates, and it looks like now that those high rates are not enough. The problem is the Fed can't really come in, and Powell might need to pull a Volcker. Powell honestly might need to come out and pull a Volcker. He almost needs to defend the currency. It's the dollar index. So Dixie is a little bit hard to read sometimes. Dixie is the dollar versus 6 other currencies. So it'll move a little strange sometimes, but so if other currencies are moving too, then you're going to see some weird movements. 210 inverted by 43 bips now. Oh my God. How big is this candle? 70 points? 80 points? 84 points right now on this candle. Holy shit. Now I'm definitely going to get the change of tone of Powell. I would expect so, but I don't know. I thought the change of tone, but remember, going into the last Fed meeting, I thought we were going to get a change of tone. I really thought we were. And let's talk about the Volcker situation here. What Paul Volcker did and when he was the Fed chair is he made it very clear to everybody that he was going to defend the United States currency and inflation. He rose rates to a very, very significant level. I think it was 20% federal funds rate, something like that, something ridiculous, and left it there. Then he had a couple of scenarios where he would, or I think it was 1 or 2 main ones, where he cut the rate. He saw the data didn't go the way that he wanted to, and he raised it right back. It's a signal to the rest of the world that the United States Fed is not playing around, and they will do everything in their power to defend the currency. Right now, the Fed is not doing that. The Fed is here's what the Fed is doing. They're almost looking at everything in the global economy as a group, which is fair, sort of, because you do have a lot of countries, again, more international trade. You have more countries dependent on each other. The problem is that you still have to make sure that your current, if you're going to see these levels of inflation, here's what could happen too. I mean, you could see the Fed capitulate and raise the inflation target. I was saying that for a while. It wouldn't it wouldn't have made sense like over the last couple months because that bottoming out of inflation was happening a little bit too early. But now it might. When the Fed loses credibility, this happens. Right. This goes against every single thing that the Fed has said was going to happen. Think about it. They said unemployment was going to, or he was hoping for unemployment to go from 3.9 to 4.5%. Granted, it's only been a couple of weeks, obviously. GDP growth to slow. Like, the other thing too is if you think about that situation that we were having with where I was saying when we were talking about government spending and things like that. Well, if the United States cuts government spending, that's a direct component of GDP. So then your GDP goes down. That's not good. This is not good, guys. And now I think you guys are seeing a little bit more why I've been not necessarily risk off, but finding the rotations and trading things like silver and some other things here because again, I don't trust what the Fed is saying and I don't think the market does either. So, I mean, I'm in silver down in here, so I want to see what happens with this. I have a couple of other swings that I'm in, like this one might get stopped. Like there's a couple that might get stopped, things like that, but the risk on them is so small that like I'm fine with holding those through CPI. They're shares trades. So, we'll see what happens with those, but this is disgusting. You should not have the market dropping 90 points off of an FOMC, off of a CPI report. That means that there's something very wrong in the expectations and what the Fed is saying and how the overall market is kind of viewing everything right now. Everything looks disjointed. The 10 years at 4.5% right now. Oh, where's yin? Where's yin? Because China was having some fun. Yeah, yin lost a lot of those pre-market gains here. Now is only up about 4 cents. BABA was doing very well in the overnight session after the Jack Ma stuff. Yeah, see, BABA is still up 1.84% here. Wow. This is going to take me a couple of days to digest and kind of see where things want to go and which tickers we're going to want to trade. But we're going to have to be a little bit nimble. We are going to have to be a little bit nimble. Yeah, inflation is transitory. Yeah, right, Yellen. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh, we do have that little announcement for you guys too. We'll probably make that at like 9:15 or something as we get closer to market open. Well, I'm like dehydrated today. I gotta finish this energy drink and start slugging waters. Transitory. Dude, Janet Yellen was over in China slugging beers in the pub. What's she doing? Like, she's probably just like, all right, we're gonna drink away our issues right now. And we have PPI tomorrow. Yep. PPI coming out tomorrow is going to be interesting. That's going to give us a nice additional data point to see what PCE could be, which is the Fed's preferred metric of inflation, obviously. I mean, you're bouncing a little here, but I mean, that's not obviously there's going to be no day trade setup today, guys, especially for the day trading mastery course strategy. This week it was one winner, one loser so far, still nicely green on the week. I wasn't able to actually take the one yesterday. I only took the one on Monday. We were on stream. I missed this one, which again, it benefited me in that case. But most of the time, the ones I miss on stream are the ones that absolutely nail it for you guys. But that's all right. I mean, this one was dirty. Overall risk reward on that one came out to like 1 to 4. I mean, the strategy is one of the filthiest things that I've ever come up with. It is so disgusting. BABA, I mean, is still up 2%. This thing is looking all right. So maybe we see a little China rotation. Where's JD? JD is still up. Imagine if we get the China trade off of this. Oh my God, that would be really interesting. That would be really interesting if we started to get the China trade. Why would we get that though? Let's think for a second. How could we get the China trade off hot CPI? I mean, we did have decent China news with Jack Ma, former CEO of Alibaba. But how could we get a good China trade based on hot U.S. inflation? I don't know. I'll have to think about that a little more. I'll have to think about that. But I mean, China is still green. HSI was up a lot. Hang Seng was up a lot yesterday, overnight. So we got to see what happens there. I mean, silver's flickering. I would expect. Let's look at ES on the daily here. Hold on, I want to take a look at this. You are kind of still in the range. If you invalidate this, I would look for SOX S. This is actually gonna. Oops, sorry, I don't want it on this chart. I would look for the 3 times levered inverse ETF. SOX S would be one. Inverse semis, that would be one that I would look for here if we start to break down below those ranges. That could be good. That could be real good there. What about oh, what are banks doing right now? JP Morgan down. What about KRE, regional banks? Yeah, it's not good. So remember, the regional banks are going to hold a lot more of that commercial real estate than those larger banking institutions. So if rates are going to be higher for longer, that's obviously not good for commercial real estate, especially office space. Even though, to me, office space is kind of past the point of being rate sensitive. Why is that? Well, there's a lot of other factors, and one really main factor that you have to consider when thinking about office space and commercial real estate, which is how are rates going to determine whether or not people come back into the office or not. What should we expect for Friday morning? So many banks with earnings. A lot of guidance on the economy. Banks are very rate sensitive, so you're going to hear a lot of guidance on Friday and early next week. I think the big bank profits are probably going to be decent. But I don't know. I don't know what they're guiding. JP Morgan is going to be one that I'm really interested in, especially with Jamie Dimon coming out and saying that he thinks the federal funds rate could go to 8. I don't think so. I think he's on that same wave of thinking Powell has the potential to pull a Volcker here. And if he does, buybacks will be in a lot of the earnings calls for bank earnings. Maybe, potentially. And again, team, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way in, helps out a whole lot with the YouTube algorithms over here. Costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. If you guys do get to 150 likes today, which you guys were really close yesterday, we will be extending the stream out to 11 today. We'll do a really long stream today. Longer than what we usually do, but these moves are dirty. I mean, I don't know, X coming back up. I think my stop on this is around, I think 1020, something like that. This one, I actually got some CYTK yesterday on a dip. It's small. I kind of wish I had more of it. But we'll see what happens there. NNOX I have. I just kind of want to keep watching that one. But this is bouncing back up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but it is trying. Are strangles a good idea for banks this Friday? Viom, are you in the Mastermind? We covered all of the earning strategies and exactly why certain things work for bank earning in the Mastermind. I went through the entire math, statistics, everything for you guys there. We went through standard deviations, everything. Yeah, so I mean, I can't go through it right here. It would take too long to explain, but I do have a little Mastermind announcement for you guys today too, but we're probably going to do that around, I don't know, 9:15. That's what the announcement is surrounding. So but in general, if you're going to be playing earnings, again, VM, you have to realize that if you're going to play any earnings, you're gambling, no matter what it is. Even if you're going to put the math on your side, do those things. And again, we went through some pretty insane earning strategies in there with a lot of different, I don't want to call them exotic option strategies because that refers to something different, but very like more high level things in there, obviously. Which honestly, I think are going to be pretty good for this earnings season. I think those are going to be pretty good. The additional ones that we talked about with you guys in the Mastermind, I think those are going to print this earnings. I'll probably play the post-earnings one the most, just because post-earnings, and then wait for those like post-earnings gaps as well if we see positive reactions on earnings. But that's one of the only things I can save this market here. ES will rip at market open. I don't know, Wayne. I don't know. We've got Bowman speaking. Do we have any comments from Bowman yet? Yeah, I mean, Fed's Bostic CPI coming in at consensus would be a welcome development. It looks like they're accepting higher inflation. That's what it looks like. Fed swaps shift to full pricing of rate cut to November from September. Oh my God, that's not good. Yeah, USD JPY. That's like, man, guys, that's not good. Carry trades in shambles over here. Like, we are entering the golden age. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's the golden age of buying inflationary assets. And here's the other thing too. If you look at the data, um, in terms of where market gains came from after the 2008 financial crisis, up until basically now, and you look at them inflation adjusted, some statistics say really close to 100%, some say 90, but it's really in that 90% range of where the gains came from, of being from inflation, not fundamental increases in company value. So I mean, if that's the other thing too. Like and the problem here is, guys, all the people that I know, all of you guys in the live chat paying attention to these streams and having an understanding of the market, especially those of you guys in the mastermind that are really, where I'm really able to take those financial concepts and make them a lot, like go through the complex ones, but make them more simple to you guys in those hour-long sessions. You guys are going to be fine. The problem is it doesn't matter if we are all going to be fine. It doesn't. What matters is if the middle to the lower ends of the totem pole in terms of net worth and earnings are going to be okay. This is not that. That's why you're seeing me say, "Oh, this is not good." Higher inflation for long. You guys think asset prices are not going to go up if the inflationary assets are not going to go up if the long run inflation target goes from 2 to 3%? Oh, we're going to have a freaking field day. A field day. You got to be careful over like the next 10 years if the United States dollar starts to lose some steam against a lot of those other currencies, but going to have a field day most likely. Very similar to what we saw in 2020, but it's going to be a little bit slower, just long and drawn out. That's my opinion. I mean, if you see inflation, what do you think is going to happen to real estate prices? Obviously, it's going to be harder to get that demand in there with those higher rates. But in general, if you think about those really like more expensive properties and homes, they're going up. Why? Because all the people sitting at the top are going to be able to benefit from these inflationary moves. Oh, Fed watch tools refreshed. All right, cool. Let's see. Holy shit. Sorry for my language, guys. Holy shit. This just went from 56% probability to 22.9. That's the biggest move that we've seen in a while. I'm going to tweet this out. 22.9%. Wow. That's wild. Where are yields? It's just banging its head on 4.5. More than what a dump? Oh yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts, ladies and gentlemen. So remember when everybody's been asking me about like Bitcoin and stuff, and I ask you guys the question of, do you think inflation's going to go away? Only 36% chance of 2 cuts in 24 now. Oh boy, hold on. Let's get December up here. Let's see if it loads. Come on. Here we go. Yeah. 36% chance of 2 cuts. Wow. Wow. It is getting interesting, folks. It is getting very, very interesting. We might be slinging commodities for a while. I'm going to let you guys know. We might be slinging some commodity ETFs for a while here. I can't wait to shoot. I wish I could read all this stuff in the server right now. I don't have the time. I can't do it on the stream. I'll read that later. Ralph, if there's anything like really interesting that comes out there, let me know. How often are you on? Good info here. Thank you, Outdoors Living. I appreciate that. Every day at 9 a.m. Today we came on early just because it's CPI day. Tomorrow we won't be on early for PPI. It's not as important. PCE, sometimes we come on early. NFP, we come on early. But every day, 9 a.m. Eastern is when I'm live here. You do like put season? Yeah, it could be a what do you call it? Commodity. So like commodity and metals. In inverse ETF sling time. So Sox S I'll be interested in. Not today, obviously. I'm not going to be making any big decisions today in the swing account. I don't even want to look at AMD right now. I mean, I can look, but you know what? We should. It's not that bad, but 166 is not great. That's just, I mean, if you trade bear flags, there you go. Like the USD JPY. Oh my God. What are they doing? You have the carry trade. You have the low rates in Japan. You have their currency going absolutely not. Like, I could write like a whole entire book on what's happening right now. Mostly just longtime bears saying "told you so" on the feed. Oh no, Ralph, I was talking about the that Discord server that you invited me to yesterday. A lot of brain power in there. I was wondering if there was anything that I haven't seen or said yet. 10-year up above 4.5 here, 4.507. All right, we got to think about where this money's gonna go. Where is the money gonna go? It's not gonna go into. Okay, so here's the other thing. If you see a lot of fear in the market based on higher inflation, it's not gonna go into bond yields because they are all going to expect yields to be higher in the future. So they're going to wait or they're just going to provide less demand to the bond market. So the rotation to safety is not the bond market right now. So where is it? So you could say things that are going to benefit from inflation, gold, silver, potentially Bitcoin. You could see a lot of other different things. What about other safety? Maybe dividend payers, things like that. Flight to value in these times. But again, it is just one day. It's 30 minutes after the report. The market is not even open yet, but we're going to have to do a lot of hunting today to see what's going to happen. So again, most people will expect like they're going to look at the markets as a whole, and the three main markets. There's four now, but like real estate, bond market, so fixed income, and then the equity market, stock market. Now you could throw crypto in there as well. Utilities, yeah. How's XLU doing? Like we should take a look at some of these ETF. I mean, it's getting slapped. Even like gold and silver are down right now. You suck at puts. Time to work on it. Oh, I got some stuff for you guys. Don't you worry. Check out Civi. Oh shit. Yeah, so this was one from the Swing Kings course watch list from you guys. This one I really like. Yesterday we were looking at it, and this one could be interesting. Maybe if there's a little more volume on it today, I might take a position in it. If this holds. Again, this could just be pre-market nonsense on no volume. Remember, like that's like if you look at this on like the 15-minute, like there's probably no volume here. No, that's not bad. That's got a little bit of volume here. Yeah. All right. Thank you for that, Michael. Civi on Webull looks flat. Yeah. Again, like if you got to see what's going to happen when it opens, because the two data feeds, the TradingView data feed and the Webull data feeds are slightly different sometimes. But we will keep that on the watch list today because this is one that definitely could get going with the data that we just saw. Dixie's up. I saw Dixie up. Yeah, let's see here. Ooh, you guys are crushing the like button today. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Oh my, I think you guys are going to hit the 150 like threshold today. Thank you, team. All right, let's do it. So, yeah, this is going to be on the, I mean, this was my top watch of the week, I think. This and NNOX on the, well, that was a weekly setup. So I don't know if this is going to, I might get stopped on this today. It's very possible I do. My stop's like down. No, it's not. It's like right here. Like 1020. It's like right around here on NNOX on the weekly setup. It's a little tight, but it's fine. CYTK, I have a tiny bit of. I wish I had more actually, but if Civi can give us that look, ooh, we could have some fun with that. Energy and precious metals, likely to continue strong. I agree with you. That's where I'm going to be putting my main focus there. Are there any like 3 times levered like ETFs like that? Because I'd play around with those. Civi spreads are so bad though, only a share trade. Oh yeah, Civi would absolutely be a share. Almost every single, I think every ticker that I sent you guys on the Swing King course watch list this week, is a shares trade. But you guys saw how filthy it was with ACB last week. Like this was the most disgusting trade that we've had in a while. Like this ran to a 1 to 16 risk to reward for us. And again, we haven't talked about it today, but again, the day trading mastery course strategy is working on its 16th winning month in a row. The Swing Kings course, I mean, you guys have seen it all over the place, like 500% in a day on Coinbase. We had this absolutely like these shares were up like 90% in 3 days after I got this for you guys. The ETN ran to like a 1 to 6 risk to reward last week. Yet like last week on the Swing account, like I was up 20%. That's insanity. So again, for those of you guys that are looking to really get these strategies that eliminate all of the beginner mistakes that new traders make or beginner traders make, again, you got to be trusting your data. These are all data-driven strategies. Like I don't just say that the strategies had that many winning months. I show you all of the trades that were taken with it over a 10-month period, which is the most valuable part of that education. So you guys can actually see, oh, this is how it actually works in real time. And then with the Swing Kings course, again, it's hard to kind of show you guys every single one because there's so many different tickers. That's why I send you guys the watch list every single week so we can all be kind of looking at similar things. So again, those of you guys that are interested in there, we have a 50% off deal. Buy one, get one free. So there you guys go. You hit ACB for about 400%. It was sick. Awesome. Boy, that is amazing. So yeah, there's that link right there. We got some testimonials over there too. There's more testimonials on my Instagram. I just couldn't fit all of, like, you guys send me messages every single day, just going absolutely nuts. So there you guys go. If you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys take advantage. But we do have a little bit of another announcement on the Mastermind today as well. We're going to do that a little bit before market open. I also have a new prop firm that I kind of like and I'm interested in. So just for you guys, I mean, prop firms are all right. They do handicap you in some ways, but they do give a lot of you guys the leverage that you need. And I know a lot of you guys enjoy them. So the deal that we have right now is the 80% off deal with Apex Trader Funding. The only thing you got to be careful about with them is that trailing drawdown there. But I mean, you guys can have that link too. So first link is the deal to get 50% off the courses. Second link is for the 80% off on Apex funded accounts. So here we go. Yeah, this is not looking good here. And again, I mean, you guys, I want you guys to see, especially those of you guys that are new, it's impossible for me to kind of show you guys just kind of the full levels of the education that we provide in a 1-30-second like TikTok or Instagram video. So hopefully those of you guys that are new are kind of learning and getting a little bit more of an understanding of kind of what we do around here. Apple still didn't break support. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, ACB was dirty though. I love that trade. That's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I mean, Apple's only down 0.62% right now. One of the reasons why that probably is Apple has already sold off so aggressively. If Apple was hanging out near the highs up here and then we saw this report, yeah, Apple would obviously have a more aggressive selling coming into it. People are going to puff with this market candle. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking yesterday at another short-term trade potentially on the weed stocks. ACB, I don't think is going to give it to us, but CGC, I mean, it looked good yesterday. I don't know what it's. Yeah, I mean, CGC could be an interesting one. We'll see, though. I mean, I nailed the MSOS. This was a good one. This was a great trade. So what did this end up running for the first TP there? 1 to 4.38 ish. I mean, that's good. So I ended up selling about half of it here as it started moving down. On this day, actually, I sold it right around just as it dropped under 10, just because the market was looking horrendous. So I just ditched the rest of it because I had already nailed the ACB trade anyway. So it was like, why even bother holding this thing anymore? I already hit the best like cannabis trade of the week. So there was really no point in holding this further, even after we had scaled out here and moved stops to break even. Uh, my funded futures is better than Apex. See, that's the prop firm that I'm gonna try to get a deal for you guys with. That's the one. So I'm gonna see if I can get that for you guys this week. If not, it'll probably be next week for you guys. Oh my God, we're 9 likes away from 100. Oh my Lord. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And also, if anybody is new to the stream, let me know. If I know I talk about a lot of complex, did I check out Blue Sky? Yeah, I did. I didn't really, it's not one of the main ones. I think they're pretty new. Not really for me. I think my funded futures is a good option there. But we'll see. I'll try to get a deal for you guys this week. But again, all of you guys that are new to the stream, if I talk about anything in here, because again, we've been doing this for years, so there's most of the live chat here is kind of caught up in understanding the things that we're talking about in relation to the broad market. If I say things that are a little bit complicated or you just don't understand, please ask questions. That's what I'm here for. Same goes for all of you guys that hop into the courses. Remember, it's a one-time fee, but you always have access to me. If you guys send me messages on my Instagram or Twitter, I'm always going to be making sure that I'm answering you guys, providing those detailed responses so that you guys actually understand what we're doing. These strategies are incredibly powerful, and I want you guys to understand. First time on the stream, Madman. Thanks, buddy. Sports cards. Oh, those are fun. I mean, I had a couple buddies that played around. Not played around. He was actually pretty good at flipping sports cards back in college. My funded futures is an awesome April sale going on right now. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'll try to get a deal for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are looking at that one. So Apex was resetting accounts yesterday. Its website was glitching. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. So I mean, I'll try to get that deal for you guys. Wayne, you're nuts. Just join the mastermind. I know the mastermind's nuts. So yeah, I mean, we can make the mastermind announcement now for you guys. You've been rewatching the day trade one. Today you'll review the swing one. Yeah, that's going to be very, very important going into the next couple of weeks here. But I mean, we can make the mastermind announcement now. We got a lot of you guys in here. So again, all of you guys that were already in the courses, you guys know the deal with me. I give all you guys the craziest deals of all time. And same thing, if you guys are also like either active military, a first responder, or retired military, shoot me a message and I'll give you an additional discount to the courses that are out there right now. But again, we're going to make this quick announcement and then get back to work here. When we released the mastermind, I did say that the prices were going to be going up for everybody that wanted to hop in after. Now, I had some, not issues, but just some technical difficulties on the back end, actually like raising the price. I think I figured it out. SVF, if I join the mastermind now, can I still watch the previous sessions? Yes, we're going to answer that right now. So for those of you guys that want to hop into the mastermind, you guys are going to have until this Sunday to enter and hop in at the current price. Remember, I give you guys additional strategies. I think it's like 5 or 6 more. We go through the existing ones that are in the courses again, but the most important part of it is giving you guys that overall college level financial education and finance education that they teach you in college, but not just like the nonsense and the way that they teach it, the way that it's actually applicable to the overall, like how to actually use the things that they teach you there. We're going to be talking about the Federal Reserve coming up at the very end, how to read macroeconomic data. We're also going to be talking about asset valuation, portfolio structures, how to generate income with your portfolios, everything. This is like, you guys know, I've been doing this since I was like 14 years old and everything like that. Learning from some of the best people in the game. And this is kind of like my flagship thing where I'm putting together all of the information that's in my brain, really taking the time to make these slides for you guys and doing these sessions for you. Now, I did say at the beginning that it was probably going to be 8 to 10 weeks, 2 sessions a week of an hour long. I actually think it's going to be a lot longer than that. So you guys are getting even more value there. So if you guys, the link to join the mastermind is the first link in the description right now. You guys are going to have until Sunday to get the prior price before it goes up. So you guys have until Sunday to do that. So yes, plug. If you join the mastermind now, you can absolutely watch the previous sessions. I still have to upload the actual video file into Teachable, but you guys have a link to the actual live streams that you can go out and use. But yes, you guys have those videos forever. And you guys are going to have the links to those videos forever, even if like Teachable is not there. So that's the Mastermind announcement for you guys. So you guys have until Sunday to go for it. And I mean, again, I thought it was actually going to be 8 to 10 weeks. I think it's going to be a lot longer now. Going through and just considering all the different things that I want to share with you guys and things like that, I think it's going to be a lot longer. So it's the first link in the description. If you guys are interested, you can still get the price that it came out at, but Sunday is when it's going to be going up for everybody else. So that's the announcement there. Where do we message you? On Instagram or on Twitter. So my Instagram is shortthevix1 and my Twitter is shortthevix1 as well. You guys message me there, especially if you hop into the courses and you have questions. That's the best way to reach me. But let's have a good day today, team. What's this doing? Not great. Civi, if this holds here and starts to get going, I'd be very interested in this. We were hunting this one yesterday. It's just the spreads were so bad, even on the shares. The spreads on the shares were bad. Oh, shoot. The market hasn't even opened yet, and we're 40 likes away from hitting the like threshold to extend the stream. I guess we're going until 11 today, folks. So, and then, yeah, going off the Mastermind, I'll send that link in the live chat one time for you guys too. It's in the description. You guys have until Sunday to hop in additionally before those prices end up going up. The value in there is it. And then anybody in the live chat right now that's in the Mastermind, if you guys want to say what your experience has been like in the Mastermind so far, if you think it's worth it and things like that, let the live chat know for people that are a little confused, maybe new, on kind of the stuff that we're talking about in there and the value that we are actually providing. You can rip into me if you want to. It is what it is. The market will decide what the value is. But let the live chat know what your experience has been like in it so far. I think we're in week 5 right now. Phenomenal Mastermind value. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that, buddy. It's hot in here, man. Let's see. Yeah, the Mastermind lesson tonight is big. This is one of the biggest Mastermind lessons that we're going to do, aside from like when we talk about the Fed and like modern portfolio theory and things like that. Dixie headed to... Is it really ripping that much? Wow, that's big. Mastermind is awful. Since I joined, I owe the government so much more money. From all those additional taxes you got to pay on all the money you're making. There you go, Michael. Yeah, I'm proud of all you guys that have been in there. I sent a message to your Swing Kings Twitter. Plug, you're good to go. I accepted your follow request yesterday. Mastermind has been awesome education. Last night's lesson covering more complex financial models was awesome. Learning so much in there. Thank you, Tor. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, tonight's going to be a big one. The sector comparison chart. Oh, thank you, Squirrel. I grew up with no financial education, really. The Mastermind has taught me so much. Wish I knew about it 10 years ago. Wow. Oof. Wait till thank you, Jay. I appreciate that, buddy. Wait till we get through today's lesson, and then the rest of the Mastermind is really when we start picking things up and getting going even more complex and more kind of like applicable stuff. All right. Oh, I've seen this chart. Yeah, I've seen this chart. I forget. It's hard to read like what's what here. I'm bad at consumer services. Is that what that is? No. Yeah. What is that? No, communication services. I think that's what that is. What about what's number 2? Infotech. Yeah, but that's yearly. I kind of want to see in like the last month. Can you change that? I want to see in the last month because obviously you're going to see like AI go nuts in there. Must get. Mastermind is so insightful, worth every penny. Oh, thank you, Pod. I appreciate that. So yeah, you guys have the link. It's also the first link in the description. You guys have until Sunday to hop in before the prices increase. And again, the 50% off deal on the courses is still good, but Pod, I appreciate the feedback, guys. I really put a lot into that and making sure that you guys are, and nobody can provide you guys this information too on the internet. I wish they could, but they can't. That's why I'm doing it. Good morning. Little late to the party, but better late than never. Tammy, welcome back. Welcome back. What's all right? 10 years settled in a little. ES kind of hanging down around 51.91. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's also the ability to pay in installments too. So like you can select like the Affirm or Afterpay thing to just pay over time if it's a little bit too much for you guys there. So, but let's get to work here, team. Let's see. Very practical course on finance, even for somebody who went to college a while ago. Great update reminder, very good value of things with consideration to market's evolution. I enjoy it a lot. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. Check XLP for now. All right, let's see what XLP is. Consumer staples. Yeah, it's down though. Where's Exxon this morning? That's a hint. That's a hint. We're going to watch Civi big time today. That's a big hint. Exxon not moving. That's a very big hint. Hey, bro, I just wanted to say good morning and God bless everyone in the stream, including you. Real Dill. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. You as well. Or even PayPal, you can get cost-free installments. I did. Eddie, that's awesome, man. There you guys go. Yeah, so you don't even have to pay any interest on it. That's awesome. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I selected the platform that I did for this, so that if you guys need to pay in installments, you can. I am dehydrated today. Wow. Wow. We need some water. Home builders, this is a significant issue for them. Len's one, right? Is Len having trouble here? Well, I was talking to a really big what was it, a couple weeks ago? Really big apartment complex developer. And you know what he said? This is funny, the way that he put it. He was like, I've basically just been sitting on my butt for 2 years, doing nothing. I was like, yeah, makes sense. All right, guys. We got 9 minutes to go until market open. It's getting hot in here. Let me turn the AC on real quick. Again, this is gonna take me like 2 seconds. But again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithm, spreading these streams out to more people so we can help people get that financial education that everybody needs in order to have success in the market. So give me 2 seconds. See, I'm back. Let's see. Even more, PayPal gets you 3 months free, and then your banks give you another 3 months free for each installment. You get 9 months free. Oh my God, yeah. So again, you guys take advantage of those. What do you call it? Those payment plans that the platform offers you. You guys can get a really good deal on the Mastermind there. All right, let's see what we got today, folks. This is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be a real interesting one. How's this? Not looking good. This one is probably going to... I would expect this to stop me out. Healthcare is not going to do well with the higher for longer narrative. So I might get stopped out on a couple things here, guys. But again, I'm never going to shy away from those losses. And I'm also going to let you guys know when I win. So like last week, the 20% on the account, and again, I kept the risk the same or actually a little bit lower on some of these trades going into CPI week. So again, it's not necessarily about what you make on any individual trade. It's what you can keep after. I'm late. Wayne. Oh my God, we got like 30 likes to go to extend the stream, and we're not even at the market open yet. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are learning some things, especially for those of you guys that are brand new to the stream. Hello, brother. It's me from Insta yesterday. Came to learn and pick up. Oh, let's do it, man. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm always going back and forth with a lot of you guys on there. Can we stop committing crimes outside in the morning, please? Jeez. It's what? The market's not even open, and people are outside committing crimes. You're going to get hammered at market open, but with the ACB earnings last week, you're okay. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm if this holds here at open, that's fine. I don't know what this is going to do. And then I've got silver. those silver contracts were looking really good. So where's SL? I mean, see, this is weird on SLV that it's dropping this much, but we'll see. Those are free. I mean, they were up like 300% yesterday. Oh, so let's see what we get here, folks. Let's have another great day, huh? What's up, squad? Second day in the stream. Let's get this bread. Be Young, welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome to all you new people. I know a lot of you guys are probably coming over from the short form content. Again, and I'll tell you guys this right now. Like, in order to get view, like, I'm not going to be talking that much about finance, macroeconomics on like my TikTok or Instagram, just because like I don't have enough time in the videos to talk about that stuff. And a lot of people, they come into my comments and they're like, "What do you know? You look like you're 12." And I'm like, "Ooh, okay, don't listen then." What are your thoughts on cryptos? I always kind of frame this in the same way to everybody that asks me, whether it's on the stream or whether it's in my personal life. If you think about like Bitcoin, all you have to really do is ask yourself one really important question. Do you think inflation is going to stop or not? Your meta short swing from last week, big time green CPI help, going to be taking profits today. Be Young, I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome. Welcome to Boston. No crime required, but their box of Joe ran out. That's funny. Yeah, we got a lot of people in here today. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, we're live at 9 a.m. every single day. We were live a little bit early today just because of CPI. All right, ES, what you going to do here, pal? I mean, it's still down. I mean, we're only down 1% here. If this market rallies back up into the green today, I'm going to be like, all right, man, like not into the green, but like eats back a lot of the losses here. Like, it's possible that we get a little day trade setup if it runs up enough, then retraces, but it's off the data candle, which I usually don't like to do. In 20 different shorts you can? Yeah, I could, but it's not. I mean, again, I want you guys to come to these streams and I want to reach the most amount of people, obviously, as well. So again, there's ways to do it. You film yourself trading. It's very simple. I've been saying this for years. But then once you guys hop in here, I think we do a good job of showing the overall value that we provide. But Squirrel, let me check that DM. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, that's fun. All right, team. Keep smacking that like button on the way in. Let's do it. Let's do it. But yeah, so as we're going into market open, remember, team, you guys can get the mastermind at the existing price until Sunday. So I threw that first link in the description. Those prices are going up on it on Sunday. We had made that announcement well in the past, but I just there were some technical difficulties on me actually doing that on the back end. I figured it out. So Sunday is going to be the day that changes. You guys have until then to hop in to really, really change that financial education for the better for you guys. And you guys saw the reviews in the live chat there. You can pay in installments too. It makes it a lot easier to pay over time. So there you guys go. It's up to you. SLV moving down is interesting. What do we got? 2 minutes to go until market open. Here we go. Would you ever take clips from these streams and post them as short form stuff? Nah, I wouldn't. These streams are like the hidden gems of the market. What to use and what to invest in, etc. Yeah, I mean, I talk about that a lot in the streams, just kind of overall, not what to invest in. Again, I'll teach you how to determine what you want to invest in. Big difference. Again, I'm all about making sure that you guys are able to be self-sufficient in the market and having the untouchable skills that nobody can take away from you, which, again, everybody that's taken any of my education kind of knows that's pretty nasty, especially with the Swing Kings course and the Day Trading Mastery courses. So, all right, 1 minute to go until open, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Len, that's a big drop there on Len. Civi is going to be really interesting for me here. Yes, back above 5,200. That's interesting. I know, dude. They're committing crimes outside already. I'm gonna shut this. I'm gonna shut this a little bit. So it annoys me too. I know it annoys you guys in the stream, but it annoys me too hearing the sirens all out there. Stop committing crimes. Let's be productive citizens. All right. All right. We're 8 likes away from having to extend the stream until 11 today. So it looks like we're gonna do that. We're gonna be live for a while today. That's fine with me, man. I like hanging out with you guys. What's going on in my neighborhood? No, I mean you guys have said it before. I live in the bad spot, you know? I have no idea what they're doing out there. All right. Ding ding ding. Market open, ladies and gentlemen. Civi down. So Civi did not get that move. Yeah, the CY. All right, I got stopped on the CYTKs. Oh, did that gap hard? Yeah, damn. All right. So the CYTK gapped. That sucks. These are probably going to get stopped here too, the NNOX. Watch Civi. Watch what happens with NNOX here. Those are probably going to get stopped. That's okay. That's okay. Oops. Yeah. I mean, still very green since last week too. So guys, it's not like it's all about risk management at the end of the day. I'm not like full porting like these idiots out there. Like it's tiny paper cuts when I lose. So this one's probably going to get hit. Oh, where is Civi? And then I want something else on here. Sox S. That's what I want. And then I want to look at China. Sox S I like. Where's all right. So Sox S is still up nice. NNOX. I mean, that might hold, that might stop me. I don't know. Don't really care. It can do what it wants. Like but let's see. China. Where's Baba? How's Baba opening? Baba up 2%. So where's my yin? It's okay. Nothing crazy. What about Jade? Yin looks nasty. Yin is looking pretty dirty here. What else? Civi. Dude, Civi's got that look, man. Civi has that look. Civi has that look, man. Where's ES? All right, trying to move up a little bit here. It wants to go. Yeah. I mean, remember, I threw like $9,000 at this, like around here. So it's still slightly red on the yin position, but nothing crit. The NNOX are 2 cents away. That probably actually just got hit. Yep. NNOX just got hit there too. So now I basically have nothing here. So all I really have now is the SLVs. So that's it. They're just paper cuts though. Like if I'm looking for 1 to 5, 1 to 6, 1 to 10 versus rewards, and we have the ACB that did 1 to 16 last week, it's going to be very, very hard to lose those gains. So now we're just chilling. Now we get to go hunt for new positions. So this is done. Hit 1019. I'm out of that one. Expected move, SPX move is down 2% with these numbers. Send you the source. Oh yeah, well that's from the banks. It's the bank guidance on what could happen if the numbers come out. The 10-year sold off there. The yields. That's interesting. Yeah, NNOX has been a tough one to get right. So we'll see if we can identify it. I do really like this. Does Sava interest me? It might. It might. No, not yet. Civi, I kind of want. Like, even if it's a front run, I would almost take it. A little, like, smaller risk on it. Let's just do the math on it, see what I would need to have. That's 60 cents. That's kind of shitty. I mean, you'd be hunting a 1 to 6 to first TP there. You could go smaller than add up top. I just want to see what the spreads on Civi are on the shares, because they were horrendous yesterday. And that's what made me not want to buy it. God, why are they, dude? The shares have almost a 30-cent spread. I hate that. I can't trade that. The chart looks phenomenal, but I can't trade it if it has 30-cent spreads on the shares. That's ridiculous. Like, I want this. This setup looks great. I just can't get myself to buy it if it's going to have 30-cent spreads on the shares. You saw it yesterday whipping around like a crazy person. Like, I can't buy it. I'm not, because then the reason why I'm saying that is because, well, if you could just get randomly wicked out and the spread stop you for no reason. I'm not playing around with that. Yin coming up. Yin would actually be an interesting shares trade. What's this look like on the weekly? No. Not as clean. The daily looks a little cleaner with these two moves here. Twilio holding up pretty good. For me, it's a 40-cent spread. Yeah, I mean, it's how does Nicola look? Even though I'm gonna actually, no, we got to leave that up here, because when we take a look at this again, we have to know that we took an L on that one. Nicola. Yeah, I mean, it does look good. It does look good. Let's see Twilio. That actually has my attention. I mean, that's pretty good. You get a break above. I mean, I would take the clean break probably on it if this actually lets me put an alert. Oh, it did. They're my alerts. Oh, sick. Oh, my alerts are back. Yeah, we don't need these, though. These are silly. We don't need any of this. Twilio actually holding up really well here. That's nice. Check DM for headline. All right, let's see. What do we got? Biden, inflation down more than 60% from peak, but much more is needed. That's such a terrible headline. That's an awful headline. I kind of like that. I mean, I want to do the math here. What would it look like? I mean, I would do something like that. Oh, that's a bit icky. That's a bit risky there. There's not a clean level that you can target to give you good risk to reward. All right, let's go ticker hunting, ladies and gentlemen. See how things are moving. Where's Exxon? Exxon actually might give us a setup there. Yeah, that's such a terrible headline. Oh my God, we're 4 likes away from extending the stream there. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, Twilio actually is hold. What's up with my computer here? Come on. Are we glitching today? No glitching, computer. None of this nonsense on CPI day. Thank you. AISP. Yeah, check out NVIDIA. All right, this is going to get a little glitchy here, I think. I don't know why. Come on. It's probably because we have a boatload of people in the stream today, and now my computer's like, no, we can't have that. It's like, yeah, thanks, guys. K-Web printing. Nice. CYTK is back up. Yeah, good for you. There you go. Nah, NVIDIA's not doing much for me here. ES not the. Where is CYTK? Is it back up? That's a good buy off the bounce there. Again, I'm not going to nail them perfectly every single time, but when I do, they go big. Just like the lagging quite a bit. On the stream, am I lagging, or is it just the chart? Because the stream's usually good on this provider. I think the stream is good. All right. Well, we got the. I think that was just a little nonsense there for a second on the. Or not. Yeah, I want to go hunting. Civi. What else is there? And eBay Weekly looks nasty. Yeah. Yeah, I could see this. I want that to catch up, but oh, where's RTX? Because this thing on the weekly was filthy. Filthy. MU. That's the weekly. How's this look on the daily? Oh, it's yeah. Micron's got that look. Micron's got that look. Oxy. Oh, we haven't traded Oxy in a while, ladies and gentlemen. What's Oxy looking like? Oh, India's up. SWVL. That's an interesting one. All right. 10-year approaching that 4.5 again. That actually looks interesting there. Whoa. Kava. I mean, that trade was nasty. That was a little paper cut. Let's see. Yeah, Oxy's got that look. So if Oxy can consolidate a little, that would be sick. That would be sick. Wow, we might actually get up to 200 likes today on the stream, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know about the Sox S yet. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're there. Kava up 3% here, though. That's interesting. I mean, that's not a trade, obviously, but that's interesting that Kava is showing that level of strength down here. Let's see. Yeah, so got stopped on the NNOX in the CYTK over there. I'm still holding the silvers. How's silver doing? I mean, those contracts are still up 196%, so those are looking good. Where's yen? Yen came back down. The setup here isn't quite as defined as I would like it to be on yen. Vix, you met a gorgeous woman last night who told me all about how she watches you. Haha, got fans for sure. Okay, never mind. That's kind of cool. Where geographically, where's this at, David? What were we just gonna take a look at? Palantir. Okay. That's getting to the levels where I would throw some cash at this. This trade on Palantir, the post-earning strategy that I taught you guys in the mastermind, is filthy. Downtown Nashville? Nashville? Who do I know in Nashville? How old are they? I don't really know anybody that watches me in Nashville. I also don't think there's very many women that watch me. Like, if you look at my demographic, it's like all men. All right, let's keep hunting for tickers. I'm going to go on Twitter, see if I can find anything. I don't think I'm going to be able to. What's this? David posted that ticker. Oh, China. JD, I think, had my attention. No, it didn't. Baidu. That doesn't either. Baba, I don't think this one has my attention either. No. FXI looks good, though. The index looks good. Morning, SCV. What's up, William? How you doing? Downtown Nashville. I mean, I've got some work in Nashville, but not really. Like, sorta. It's like indirect work in Nashville. Remember, guys, I do a lot of other things than just doing this on the stream with you guys. So, Baba weekly setup may not look bad. Where's Yin? It's red. Is K-Web green? It's flat. Comparing the bond movement in the market is actually underreacting. I would agree with you. Am I in New York? No, I'm in Boston. I need to go to Nashville. I might in the next month. I got a couple things. One of my buddies goes to Vanderbilt down there. 30-something. She was from Virginia. Oh yeah, I don't know him personally, but that's cool, David. That's pretty cool. It's always fun when you guys recognize me out in public. Like, I love seeing you guys. It's fun. Just, there have been a couple times though that people will be like, try to, like, I'm at the bar having a good time and people try to like talk to me for like an hour about finance. I'm like, guys, I do this all day. I can't be doing this at the bar too. And then all my, like, the other thing too is like my buddies know, but like the girls we go out with like don't know. So like when there's a bunch of people like coming up to me, they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just know the guys. Don't. I try to go very incognito these days. I don't want anybody knowing. It's too many leeches. All right. Sava, not really on my radar here. This is going to be some interesting ticker hunting, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's a giant move in yields. Like, huge. I agree with you, Ralph. The market is underreact. I mean, that's a freaking crazy candle. 87 points. Tesla made... That actually I was looking at. Where is Tesla? I don't want to do anything crazy today. Tesla, I mean, I've told you guys this. Tesla is going to give us a nasty setup this year at some point. It's just, there's going to be something. Like, I'm keeping an eye on this thing like every week just to see if it's starting to give us that look. I thought it had the potential. If this thing broke 206, I was going to hammer it, and it didn't. So, invalidated to the downside. ES moving back down. Where are metals? Where's silver? Silver's bouncing back up there. Where's gold? Gold kind of flatlining. What else? Dollar. Where's the dollar? Dollar's on a ripper. Actually, what's HYG doing? Is this thing getting whacked? Okay, how is HYG not getting killed? This is high yield corporate debt. I mean, it is kinda. That is okay, that's a big move for HYG. I take that back. That is a pretty big move for HYG. What about LQD? This one would probably get hit a little more. Yeah, LQD down. That's investment grade corporate debt. So for those of you guys that don't know, HYG is basically like junk corporate debt. It's high yield, so there's a little bit more risk. So there's going to be obviously a higher yield that comes along with that. Because if you're going to take on more risk, you then need to be compensated for that risk you're taking. LQD is on the other side, where it's investment grade corporate debt. So the yields are a little bit lower, so there's a little bit less risk there. Just passed another Apex account, 3150, done for the day. This is amazing. Thanks, SCV Christopher. That is unbelievable, man. Remember, guys, I mean, you guys have until Sunday to get the Mastermind price, but for all of you guys, too, that 50% off deal on the courses is still there. If you guys are interested, I mean, I do have a couple of testimonials on the site there, but a lot of them are on my Instagram as well. I mean, the amount of success that you guys have had shifting from these discretionary trading to the systematic way of trading that I teach you. Remember, your only job in the market is to be a steward of your system. It eliminates all the risk management mistakes, all of the psychological mistakes, because if you understand your data and what your strategies should be able to sort of generate you over time, the outcome of one individual trade becomes meaningless. You're able to think about that long-term vision, which is the secret to successful trading. VIX is not even at yesterday's high. How? What about UVXY? UVXY is, but is the VIX not? What the heck is going on, man? Lockheed, that would be an interesting one. But remember, this is, okay, so I'm not actually in this trade. This is just kind of what I mapped out if I was going to. So again, very transparent over here. We talked about this on Monday and on Friday that if I was going to do something on Lockheed, it may look like this. The reason I didn't take it is that the meeting when Blinken came out and said, oh, he wants Ukraine to join NATO. I mean, I kind of expected that to be a one-off statement. So I wasn't really expecting Lockheed to go that nuts. So this really doesn't need to be here, but this is Lockheed is not of interest to me right now. So really the only things I had this week were the NNOX, silver, in CYTK. So those other two got stopped. But again, when you compare it to what we did last week, it's like not even a difference really in the account. So that's the name of the game, man. You got to be able to hold your winners, identify stocks that are about to explode before they do, and then we're good to go. But yeah, I mean, you guys have that link to the education. I mean, you guys see the success that people are having with it. It's the best trading education that is out there. Why? Because it's data driven. Nothing else out there is data driven in the strict way that I do it. I'm so used to stuff not making sense at this point. Yeah. I mean, ES is really kind of flickering around these lows. I don't think I'm really going to be doing any day trades today, especially with this nonsense. We also have Fed speakers and FOMC minutes coming out at 2 p.m. So maybe but the problem is that now that we have a new piece of data, the FOMC minutes from the last meeting are almost meaningless because the minutes are basically, unless they edit them right now, to kind of go through and either try to save the market or shift their tone. RKT getting killed. Well, RKT would be getting killed with yields higher. RKT is going to be a very rate and yield sensitive stock. We manhandled that thing over the last few weeks here. I don't have the drawn. Well, I mean, this was probably the best RKT trade that we called out ever. But this was the first RKT trade here. We hit it on this. So stops were like really tight here. We rode this thing up to kind of these areas in here. This one, we actually had two of them. I also took this break above this level. So there were two over 200% trades on RKT in the last month. Those were awesome. What's a funded account? So funded accounts are where you basically go and take a test and prove to these funding companies that you can trade. You pay a little bit of a fee for it. And then if you can pass, you then get access to capital of like 25K, 50K, 100K, 150K, 300K, and you can trade with, and then you get a little profit split when you make some money. That's what funded accounts are. So what most traders struggle with is being undercapitalized. So those funding companies kind of help people able to make money and leverage up the capital that they do have by using, let's say, their simulated capital versus their own capital. So let's say you had $2,000 that you wanted to put into trading. Well, you could go out and spend like $50 on a prop firm challenge, make like $4 or $5 grand on that account once you pass, and then you just turn $50 into $5,000, and you still have that additional $1,950 to spare. That's a funded account. How long do you think Civi will be before it plays out? Dude, I don't think I'm going to trade Civi. I'm very upset about it too. Not upset, obviously. Like I'm just like annoyed by the spreads on it. Very annoyed. Because it's an illiquid ticker. Like the spreads on it are wide, and that's not. Again, remember, we want to always set ourselves up to be in a position for success. Civi having spreads like that is not setting ourselves up that way, even though the chart looks really good. So that kind of stinks. But, I mean, we'll see what happens on that one. K-Web kind of hanging around. Where's Yin? DRV. Well, yeah, DRV should probably be getting hit. Or no, DRV is the inverse, so that should be ripping here. Yeah, DRV is ripping. 11% today. So if DRV is up, Daily Direction, real estate bear 3 times shares, that should mean that KRE is taking a significant hit. Yep, down 3.8%. KRE is the regional banking ETF. So remember, real estate and commercial real estate is really what the problem is for these regional banks right now. That's the main issue. So I think we might extend these live streams some more. I like hanging out with you guys. This is fun. I got a lot of work I got to do. I think I got like a call at like really late last night of stuff I had to, not like just another update on something, but like it's a different time zone. So I wasn't going to call this morning. Good morning, Vix. What's up, Drex? How you doing, buddy? Yin moving up. 10-year looking like it wants to hit 4.5 for 4.5 here again. ES with a nice pop. I don't know. We have PPI tomorrow. We have FOMC minutes today. I don't think I'm going to be doing all that much. I don't think I'm going to be doing all that much. Let's see. RKT's down 10%. Where's Palantir? Is that still holding? Yeah, I mean, that's not a trade, but it is interesting to see. Let me see if I can find some. FNGU. Okay, let's take a look at this one, Caesar. What's this? That looks good on the weekly. Wait. All right, hold on. I'm going to have to take a deeper look into this thing. The weekly setup on this thing probably looks disgusting. Yep. I don't know about that right now. USD JPY stair stepping up. Yep, that's not good. Do I trade on funded accounts? I mean, sometimes I play around with them for fun, but no, I like using my own capital, so I'm not handcuffed by the by some of their rules. But again, they are very useful, especially to you guys starting out. Just past your 7th trading day on the 50K Apex eval, 2 down, 18 to go. There you go, man. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that deal on the other funded accounts for you guys, but Apex right now is having that 80% off deal for you guys. So if you guys are interested in Apex, I mean, there's that link right there for you guys. Thanks for the opinion. I was tempted. Well, Caesar, that would be a pretty big front run there, buddy. MNMD's flying. That mother effer. What the Ralph? What happened here? Oh, I see what it's doing. Yeah, I tried to get this thing up in here, and that one didn't work, but let's see. Boeing down. Oh, where's Celsius? We were talking about that yesterday. Civi's coming back. Yeah, guys, I don't think I'm going to touch that one. I don't know. Celsius, I would play with, though. Celsius, I absolutely would play with. Where's Civi? I would expect this to come back up. I hate the spreads on it. I mean, I don't know. Let me see what they're at again. I'll do the math on it. And when you got 89 cents of risk, you play this up to here for TP 1 to 4. That's not bad. I can look at it again, but 218% now on the silvers. I mean, I'm not even really watching those. I'm holding those pretty much to expiration. Dude, even right now, the bid is 76.17. The ask is 76.36. No, I'm not touching that. Why do we see China reacting positively today? Well, we had some interesting news last night with Jack Ma coming out and talking about Alibaba growth, even though he's not the CEO. But I mean, again, you're not really seeing China react that positively, right? I mean, Yin is still down. KWeb, I think, is still down. I think FXI is up. Oh, no, that's still slightly red. You have BABA up, though, nicely. BABA up 2%. That's a decent weekly setup. For high leverage short positions, how bad does CPI data affect it? What do you mean? You talking about leverage, like the margin rates on it? What's my expiration on SLV? May. My expiration on SLV is May. I'm just impressed that I'm down less than 1% today. Figured your calls would get wrecked. I mean, again, that's why, like Daily Taylor, you can kind of see like the way that we operate, especially with the swings. Your risk is very, very, very minimal, and the reward is usually very significant. ACB, what's up with this? I mean, that's Mastermind members know what we're looking at there. I like CGC better, I think. ACB could give us round 2. I don't really want to. I hit a 1 to 16 risk to reward on it last week. Why do it again? And we already traded MSOS, the cannabis ticker, or the cannabis ETF. So like, why push it? Hood on the weekly. Hood on the weekly could be getting there. It needs a few more weeks. Celsius, I'm interested in though. How's the chain on it? I feel like it's probably gonna be pretty bad, but how's the option chain on Celsius? What's the volume today? It's probably gonna be crappy. Yeah, the premiums are jacked, and they're not that spready, but the premiums are jacked. Yep, I didn't do any cowboy nonsense. There you go, Daily Killer. CLH is a heavily day traded ticker. That's fine. I mean, I might just take shares on it. Again, like I'm gonna trade options on the ones that I know like very well, like Facebook or things like that. But on like something that I don't trade a whole lot, I mean, I'll just take the shares on it and just go really pure risk to reward and have a field day. That's what we did on ACB, and how'd that go for us? Freaking phenomenal. We have data at 10. What is it? Is Celsius the energy drink company? Yep. What else are we gonna look at here? Celsius, I mean, that one looks good. I like this. You start breaking above this high here, 84.72. I mean, I would take that first TP at 95.61, something like that. 10-year just banging its head on 4.5. Check DM for headline. Thank you. Chances of Bank of Canada June rate cut reduced to roughly 40% from 70 cents before policy decision. Swaps market data show. Wow. No cuts. No cuts. It was wholesale inventories. I mean, that could move stuff around a little bit, but nothing crazy. And then silver. What's silver doing? That's pretty big. What about is it PLG when we were looking at it yesterday? Yep. Platinum. No. I don't want that. That's not clean enough for me. That is. But what about like uranium? What's the other uranium one that starts with a C, the ticker? It's not COP, because that's is it COP? That looks good. I mean, what's the other uranium ticker? There's Quad U, for UUUU, and then what's the other one? CCJ. Thank you. How's that look? Dirty. That looks potentially dirty. Thank you, Ralph. That I would be interested in. Oil. Oxy, how's that looking? You know, man. That I actually might want. What's that look like? That would this would be a sling. You'd either hunt the 1 to 6 or for the first TP or 1 to 4.73. I actually don't hate this. It's a little extended away from the EMA, but I really don't hate that. I really don't hate Oxy here. What do I think about gold? Good for beginners. If not, why? I think if you have the ability to trade futures, stocks, or options, even crypto, over Forex, you should. A lot of the Forex brokers are usually just messing around, scheming. Your data feeds are terrible. The prop firms are horrendous. Actually, the Oxy options aren't bad. Oxy options, I might do that instead of shares. You can go far out these too. I kind of like Oxy here. Let's see how that looks. The VIX chart is really bothering you. Yeah, I kind of like the Oxy here. So let's set some alerts. I'll throw in here just to see. And then I'll throw in here. I like this is letting me put alerts today. I mean, my trading view has been glitching out all over the place. I kind of like it. Options or shares? I know like the Oxy options can go a little, so I mean I'll take the options on it. That's fine. So we'll see what happens with that. That's probably the only thing I'll do. No signs of panic in the market? No. But yeah, I do like, we haven't traded Oxy in forever. I want an alert here too. Yeah, there it goes. Look at that. Let's put an alert there. See what happens with that. I mean, they're up 7% already. Let's see. Those Oxy options. Let's see. Where's Exxon? That's a Buffett holding too. Buffett owns a lot of Oxy. Exxon looks good too. It's just they're not converging as much. So, I mean, I'm not going to go crazy size on anything. But I do like the way that they're reacting today, especially with higher inflation and what we could potentially see going over the next couple of weeks with also, you did see, I believe, the H word group out in the Middle East. Not going to say it because YouTube is going to be freaking annoying with me. But they, I believe, said no to like the ceasefire deal. So that could cause a little bit of, I don't want to say turmoil, but like some oil movements. All right, let's see what happens with Oxy here. I like that. Celsius, that's another one that I'm going to be watching there. So we'll see on that. And again, team, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way in, helps out a whole lot, getting these streams out to some more people. Again, it costs you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. We're live every single day at 9 a.m. And for those of you guys that kind of want a better understanding of what we're doing here, remember, all of my education is 50% off. It's buy one, get one free on the Day Trading Mastery course, which is working on its 16th winning month in a row, which is disgusting. But again, remember, past performance is not an indication of future results. That's not, again, it could change, obviously. It's just the way that the strategy works. It's very easily back testable. And that's kind of why I put those videos in there where I show you all the trades that are taken with the strategy. And then the Swing Kings course, finding stocks that are about to explode before they do. So that link's pinned to the top of the live chat there. Actually, that was the Mastermind link. But I'll throw that in here for you guys that are interested. And remember, it's one-time fee. And you guys have any questions about anything ever, you guys just shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter, and I'm always getting back to you guys. I mean, the Oxys, my silvers are up 242% now. My Oxys are up, I don't know, 7.5% after the entry. But remember, options, I always size them for 0. You're having a difficult time finding any trades so far? Well, yeah, I mean, the Oxy, what I'm looking at on Oxy is a little bit of, okay, we have hot inflation data. We have some interesting things going on, obviously, in the Middle East. Yeah, eBay on the weekly looks good. And again, same deal, kind of how we went through and asked your guys' opinions on the Mastermind earlier. If you guys that are in here want to share your experience of what it's been like with your performance or what you've been learning in the courses, let the live chat know. We do have some testimonials on the site. There's a lot more on my Instagram, on my profile, if you guys are curious about that as well. So, I mean, Oxy's doing its thing. We do have earnings coming up at the beginning of May, so that's going to be an interesting time to look out for on Occidental Petroleum. What's the day high here? 69.50. Oh, wow. I mean, what's this level? 69.58. Interesting. Euro USD down 1%. Biggest daily loss since July. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, the Oxys, I just got them, but like they're up 8.33%. Remember, they're size for zero, guys. And I wouldn't, again, if you guys are on the stream right now and you have not paid attention to the education that I've provided you in the courses, do not, like, I usually don't say anything, and like you guys can kind of figure out what I'm looking at. Do not, never, ever, ever. And this is another thing I want to point out, especially to you guys, to you new guys as well. If anybody in social media, all you need to know is it works. Just buy it. SCV is the man. Thank you, Christopher. Mastermind is making me a well-rounded market participant. The knowledge learned will be beneficial for a lifetime. Thank you, Tor. But let's talk about this here, because we do have a lot of new people in here today, and I want to make this abundantly clear. If anybody is offering you to tail their trades, follow their trades, alerts, copy trade, things like that, they're an immediate scammer. Immediate. One, it's illegal. You can't do that. That is so blatantly illegal. You cannot do that. The other thing, too, which is equally as important, is you always have to know the exact reasons as to why you're entering and exiting every single trade, with exactly how you're going to manage it in order to have long-term success. Alerts are not, I've never ever heard of anybody that actually had and learned anything from alerts. It doesn't happen. It does sound like, and I get why the appeal is there. It's like, ooh, we could make money quick and we don't really have to know anything. If you guys want to learn how to make money without knowing anything in the market, go watch the 700% return strategy that I have on my channel, the overnight one. That's actually how you would do it. Data-driven, statistical significance, and you know what to expect over time. Lifetime worth of knowledge. Thank you, one of one. I feel like my understanding of the market is deepening so much with the masterminds. I only wish I could attend the lives more often. Daily Taylor, thank you, buddy. And yeah, the you guys all have the opportunity too to hop into the mastermind at the lower price that it's at until Sunday when it goes up. But again, the courses are staying the same price. The 50% off deal is staying there for good, because if you guys are actually going to put that first foot forward and say, oh, I'm really willing to learn, I'm not here to try and make a bunch of money off you guys. Like, I'll give you the second one for free. I need more. I think I'm out of. Oh, that sucks. Oxy's looking good here. Celsius not really doing much. Exxon getting going here. Exxon getting going a bit. Let's see if Oxy starts to get that push above that level. If that alert fires off, that'll be fun. Have I checked on crowd lately? I have not. Let's see. It's just a little wonky, man. Like, you just look at it. It's just wonky. You know? Not true. You can learn from copy trading. You can learn your lesson. That is true. That is true. See how oil flat market. Well, you got to look at how's Brent. Where's Brent? Or WTI. Not really up that much. How did the horses go? Well, I have not bought a stake in a horse. But what I'll say right now is I was hanging out with a bunch of people that own horses. And one of them may or may not be now one of the favorites in the Kentucky Derby. So it was a fun weekend, man. PAAS on a mission? What is that? PAAS. Non-energy minerals, precious metals, silver. So SLV should be doing well here. Yeah, SLV's coming back up. That's nice. Oxy got hit a little there. So, I mean, that new position's up, what, 7.5%? We'll see what happens with that. Flat. This is odd lack of reaction. Well, remember, it's going to take a couple of days sometimes for us to actually see the full reaction, I think. Oxy coming down. Exxon coming up. Ooh, Oxy getting whacked a little there. That's fine. I got time on those. What's the name of the beast? I don't think I tweeted it out. I'm not going to say. If you guys find it, you can find it, but it's also a country. I'll give you that hint. Yields are ripping. How's oil not going up more? I just like the setup there. Like even just this setup looks good. Let's see. No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying. CYTK actually came back. That gap kind of screwed around with me a little bit there when it gapped and opened and my stops filled there. So I mean that happens sometimes when you're trading shares, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. No volume here yet. This will be interesting. These have time though, so slinging it a little on Oxy or slinging Oxy. We'll see what happens there. It is interesting that oil's not moving though with that data. It is very interesting. I don't know. That new position's still green though. Ever so slightly, but it is still green. Got a good entry on that one. The silvers that I have are up 238% now. That's good. Those are good. I'm going to let those go too. Wow, you guys went crazy on the like button today. Thank you guys. The Tina thing is starting to show some potential movement finally. On what? SPY, SPX, ES? What are you looking at? Oh, I got to get water. I got to get more water, guys. I'm out of water here. So give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Will I exercise some? They're not in the money. CGC ripped. I mean, that was the one I liked. ACB, I believe, did as well. Yeah, ACB right off the 10. So that was from what, 6 to 688? That's dirty. That's dirty. SPX. All right. I know, I'm drinking out of a red Solo cup here. I don't know why. I just, like, have them. So I'm like, might as well. We might have crossed 80,000 subs here, too. That might have happened. Did we? Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we crossed 80,000 subs again on YouTube. Let's go. You got so burned with those fake guys? What do you mean fake guys? Thoughts on JD on the weekly? Let's take a look. Yeah, we trimmed all the fat, ladies. Oh, I like this. I like JD on the weekly. You deserve it. Thank you, Daily Taylor. Yeah, I think we hit a peak of 82,000 before I told everybody that their favorite stock was about to collapse, and then it did. So then we went down to like 72,000 and we brought it back up. So shout out to all of you guys that have been coming over from Instagram, TikTok, everything like that. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys are learning stuff. What's ankle time? Oh, no. All right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about ankle time. See, not only CPI is hot, your channel is too. Hey man, we're getting there. We are getting there. I want to hit 100K. That'd be cool. I think 100,000 on YouTube would be very, very, very cool. Oxy just chopping around. I mean, I'm not looking for this thing to make the move today, obviously, but I think it could over. Oh man, I'm rolling over here. No, stop. We can't, guys. We almost have to retire the ankle stuff because these new people coming in are gonna be like, what is wrong with these people? They're gonna be like, what is wrong with it? All right, so I'll tell the all right. Do you get a plaque if you hit 100K? Yeah, and I can put like my name on it too. Like you can put whatever you want on it, so that would be sick. If we got to 100K, that'd be really cool. Which it's only 20,000 away. I mean, we've gained what? 8,000 and like since I've been doing these videos. That's why it'd be so hard. All right, guys. So here's the deal with the ankles. There used to be a lot of people in the live chat that would say a lot of really stupid things. One of the things that they said was, oh my God, this billionaire's plane hasn't moved in 2 weeks. He must be on house arrest. And I obviously lost my mind. And I was in college at the time. And I said, well, my car hasn't moved in 2 weeks. Am I on house arrest? So then everybody in the live chat was like, well, show us your ankles. So then it became a thing. So, oh, ES moving up there. That's interesting. 10 years above 4.5. ACB's up 12%. So, yeah, I mean, that was the round 2 entry there off of the 10 if you wanted it. Those of you guys in the mastermind, I mean, you guys know how to trade those. So there you go. That's a simple textbook one right there, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have any more left in here? Come on. I got to have at least one kicking around. Nope. Darn. Ankle time might keep you up tonight. I hope not in the way that I think it will. So you still have the ankle picture as your screensaver? Can you please not do that? Can you please not? Like, come on. Say thanks for the refresher, STV. It was worth it. All right, guys. Come on. Really? Really? You're going to do this to me today? Come on. Make this the last time the ankle story surfaces. Yeah, you can't. You don't understand the live chat plug. It comes out every once in a while. I used to bait them. I still kind of do it. I bait them. It's like a joke now. I like basically I say get the like button to 500 likes and I'll do ankles. So I obviously feed into it too. But follow through. Vic said SB had his ankles on OnlyFans. Yeah, somebody made an OnlyFans account with my ankles. So I technically am an OnlyFans person, you know? I guess. Like, follow through's not there yet. Today, Vix is telling a story. I agree. Put your ankle on the camera. Let's see. No, you guys have to get the stream to like 500 likes or something. That's not. These aren't free. What do you think? I'm doing this for free? No, I'm just kidding. Vix is selling ankles for likes. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I like this JD setup though, but I mean, you guys can see that ACB setup. It's almost the same thing as here. You come in, you bounce off the 10, boom. You come in, you bounce off the 10, nasty trade there. So if anybody hit that, good for you. I was talking about earlier this week how I would be interested in some more ACB. Oxy's actually, I mean, it's coming up. I want to see it break that high. 69.59 is what I want to see broken on the Oxy. Today would be nice. Will it? I got no idea. SMC, I just hang out at 900. The market is just hugging VWAP so far today. Yeah, I would agree with you there. Oh, Bork, you're in the ACB? What do you take shares or options on it off the 10? Dude, see, this is what I love to see, guys. Like, I'm not going to be able to catch everything, especially when I'm live streaming. But seeing you guys be self-sufficient like this, like round 2 on ACB, like even the shares are up 10% already. Like, that's disgusting. SB, if you had a channel streaming just your ankles under the desk, this audio, it would crush and then just run out ads on it. No, we're not doing that. Stop with the ankle nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. Stop. Not that. Maybe I'll, no, I'm just kidding. Maybe, nope. JD, I don't hate here. JD, I'd go way, like, really far out expirations, like, and target something like 35. Stop, guys. You guys are nuts. You guys are absolutely crazy. Is there a website where you can learn to trade without using real money? Yeah, I mean, if you want to trade futures, you can start an account on Tradeovate or NinjaTrader. You're just gonna have to pay like $12 a month after the first 2 weeks for the live data. And you can paper trade on there, which is fake money. You're just looking at the price. Then I think Webull allows you to do it too. I don't know. I think Webull will allow you to paper trade options. Definitely shares. I don't know about options. I think you can. Yeah, you can do Thinkorswim as well. But yeah, there you go. Do you think Elf already bottomed? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that again, it's not. I'm not going to pay attention to this thing until it sets up again. I mean, you guys remember those Ulta trades? These Ulta trades were dirty. We had the weekly setup. This is the daily setup that we hit. So made about 80% on the weekly setup from down in here. Then it formed a nice little daily setup. Boom. That one was awesome. What was the risk reward on this one? 1 to 5.69. I mean, guys, it's just dirty. Dirty. You can paper trade options, not futures, though, in Webull. Oh, interesting. ES moving back up there. I mean, what's the range here? Range is going to be too big. Oxy just doing its thing. I mean, I like that Oxy setup. Got some time on it, so we're going to see. Iron Beam is free, just delayed data. Yeah, you don't really want the delayed data, though, you know? Like, you do want live data. CYTK still looks all right. It's just not going to be for us. So they stopped me out on this one this morning. Now it's back in the. It would have been back in the green. That's okay. I didn't even really have enough of it anyway. CGC looking good. Yeah, that was honestly like I thought that CGC was going to be the better setup than ACB there, but ACB was just textbook. That's textbook off the 10 there. That's perfect. That's great, man. I mean, you guys, Boric, what do you trade shares or options on that one? If it's options, what percent are you up on those? It must be freaking ridiculous. Wow, that's still going. Wow. Where's Exxon? Is Exxon above 102 or 122? Wow. Exxon getting going there, and Oxy's trying. It's just not getting that. Again, Oxy sometimes gets a mind of its own. Like Exxon is still pushing right near these highs. Highs 122.19. It's at 122.06. 10-year keeps sniffing. Well, it's above right now. This is at the highs right now. The 10-year is still pumping. 4.4511 on the 10-year, 4.511%. So you're what? 004? 04? No. 004? I don't know. You're really close to it. Aunt Kathy bought Palantir? Of course she did. Aunt Kathy buys everything. Anything that has tech AI in it, Aunt Kathy's buying. Didn't have optimal entry, but so 40% with 19 to expiration. Nice. That's great, Boric. Oxy dropped a little there. Are those still green? They're flat. Those Oxys are flat. All right, let's see what we get here, team. Yeah, and again, I'm gonna try to get that deal for you guys with my funded futures as well, because that looks like a sick deal. Exxon actually might be the better trade. Is that all-time highs? Oh, shit. So hold on. What is this level here? What's this high? 122.15, 122.19. So you broke. Hold on. Hold your horses. I just want to see something. Okay. Oh, they're a bit spready. They are a bit spready there. Oh, no, they're not. They just snapped. That's interesting. $19. Nice. All right, let's see what we get here. Uh, 4 months of disinflation last year, followed by 3 months of inflation in 2024, but the market doesn't see any issues. Well, it does and it doesn't. Like the market is down what 47 points, 0.88%. I mean, it's just I don't know with this one, man. It's just a weird like you're just kind of slowly grinding up. Even though this is a lot of points from the lows, this could easily start breaking down later today and then you're screwed. The market's screwed, sorry, not you are screwed. Oxy, mind of its own. Exxon, teetering around 122. I like the oil names. I do like them. I want to see what happens with them, though. Not doing anything crazy on it. Dude, we've been streaming for a while today. You guys are getting the super extended stream today. Here we go. And CYTK is almost green. Ulta, we don't really need to take a look at this one. 10 years just at 4.507. Exxon is trying to get that break, though. Oxy coming down. Let's see. Yeah. What else we got? What else do we have to look at here? Where's Twilio? Twilio was another one we were looking at. Twilio, I'd almost look at this on the weekly. I mean, even though it's not gonna like that is dangerous. This is the reason why we were a little weirded out by Twilio, and this is why I'm gonna have this break level up here at 63.30. I mean, the 10 on the weekly is just reject, reject, reject. So you got to see that thing break. You just got to see it break. Oil and gas data just came out. Is it inventories? Where is it? They're not. The Exxon and Oxy are not. I mean, Oxy sold off, but it's not moving from where it was pre-data. Was it inventories? CDE and HL because of silver. Well, I'm already long silver, remember? Like I already have the silver long. Silver's back green today, which is what we expected to happen. But what is CDE? Mining. It's a weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. HL might look a little bit better. Mining. Yeah, they kind of look the exact same. Okay. Not bad. They're not bad. They're not the best though. Remember, like that's not like my textbook setup there that I would really want to be going for. You know, like you could have played the bounce off the tent. You're good to go there. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're probably gonna go until 10:45 today because we've been live forever, guys. We've been live since 8:25 this morning. Let's see. Exxon's starting to get a little steam again. Whoa, 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 whoa. My silvers are back up 298%. Wow. That's big. That's a big move on silver. Oh, yeah. So if silver gets up to here, this 26.43, this level, where is it? Right here. I'm probably going to ditch them, the rest of it. That's kind of what I'm expecting to do on silver. I mean, I entered down in here on the 5-minute opening range break and just rode this thing all the way up, scaling out, made him free. Like, there's nothing I really need to do on that one. Exxon's knocking on the door at new highs. And now market watch headlines, maybe core inflation isn't as bad as it seems. How? How? The genius economist at Market Watch. How is core inflation not as bad as it seems? Tell me how. Insane people is what it is. Absolutely insane people. You just had a pair of ankles with an ankle monitor contact you about Forex trading? Oh boy. Oh boy. Dude, you got, I don't think you guys realize this too. The amount of money that I turn down in my Instagram and Twitter DM or TikTok DMs every single day of like promoting these Forex brokers and sponsorships and all that stuff because it's bullshit is in the six figures. It's ridiculous how much money these companies are trying to throw at people like me with an audience. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I literally like the only thing that I have for you guys is the courses and then the prop firms that I do a little research on. That's it. So many people are out there trying to scheme from everybody, and it's terrible. It is terrible. You even turn down ankle offers? Yeah. Yeah. I do that as well. Well, my silver contracts almost went in the money, 4 cents away. They're up 305% right now. 307. Nice. UVXY getting dippy. That's interesting. UVXY's got a pretty nasty daily setup there, though. Gold. We can take a look at GLD, but I mean, we're not going to be talking about like Forex pairs. Like if you look at GLD, it's definitely coming back up. Same deal with silver. I mean, those are. I mean, the gold trade was back down in here. I nailed silver on this day. 5-minute opening range break there. Just riding those up. What are those contracts up now? 305.5% now. That's good. That's really good. Civi is starting to move. Guys, be careful with it. I mean, if you guys want to trade Civi, that's on your own volition. You can. I'm going to be staying away from it. Even though, like, from that entry we were looking at before, it is good. The way that it's setting up with the spreads, I mean, if I can get a better risk to reward trade on Oxy or Exxon, I'm probably going to take that versus the shares on Civi. Like, it kind of freaks me out a little that they're just Exxon new highs there. That's nice. Like, I don't like that the spreads on the shares on a $7.7 billion market cap company are that wide. SLV at the highs again. Oxy coming back up. Exxon coming back up. So Oxys are flat. The Exxons are green. The silvers I have are up 313% right now. I don't trade Forex. No, if you have the ability to trade future stocks or options, even crypto over Forex, you definitely, in my opinion, definitely should be. The prop firms are basically just scheming for most people. Like it's pretty ridiculous. How much do you need to start to trade? I don't know. We have people come in here with like $500 and they start trading. It depends. Oxy back up, Exxon back up. That's good. SLV is trying to break 26. That'd be dirty. Dirty. Here it comes. What are those up right now? Yeah, 312, 313%. That's not bad. What did I put on the Instagram story yesterday? I don't know. It's not there anymore, but yeah, Exxon could be the better mover there. That's kind of why I took that one too. Because Oxy, I mean, it was looking really good up there, and then it just kind of Oxy gets a mind of its own. If it goes, it freaking goes. Exxon's going to be the more of the one that's going to move a little better. I mean, it is kind of moving with the overall market here, but we'll see. NNOX looking nice on the weekly. Yeah, I know. I got freaking stopped out of it today. Best market for beginners? Futures. Probably futures. The way that I would describe it is it's the simplest to understand. A point is a point, a tick is a tick. You don't have to deal with like calculating lot sizes, all that nonsense. Options, sort of, but you got to learn a lot. But again, I go through all of that stuff for you guys in the courses, like what are futures, how they work, the risks, the benefits, the tax implications. Same thing with options as well. Why? I mean, I talk about this a lot, but like the broker feeds in Forex are not real. They're delayed or they're not exact. The prop firms that people use, they're always scheming people with like random breaches, and like you can see them all going down. And I've told you guys this for months. They're all gonna collapse because of these one person controls them, all of them. So you got to be really careful with those. Futures is simpler. You buy one contract, you know what your risk is going to be if you have 2 points of risk. You don't have to do any crazy calculations. You know. No, I don't know who that is. His tweets for the headline. Oh no, I don't know who that is, but that's interesting. You started with 450. There you go, David. There you go, buddy. All right. I mean, Civi looks good. It's just like it got the break. The way that I'm just disappointed because I do really like this chart. I just don't like the way that the spreads are looking. Former White House. That's interesting. That is interesting. Looks like an ES breakdown. Ooh, I mean, you just got a giant bear flag, but on the 15, but I don't really see any of that here. I don't really see any of that on there. Ten-year fell back down below 4.5. Let's see. I'll join your course probably. There you go, man. Yeah, I mean, you can see all the testimonials, everything like that. I mean, those courses are gonna help you guys out immensely. That 50% off deal for you guys there is gonna be around. So here you guys go. I'll throw that link in the live chat for you guys. Again, one last time. I mean, there's some testimonials on there. There's some testimonials on Instagram. There's more of them on Instagram. I couldn't fit all of them. You guys send me messages every day with how much crazy money you guys are making. But I threw some of the good ones on there. So yeah, I mean, make sure you guys are going to have all weekend to make sure you can take advantage of that. For those of you guys that have been around the channel for a while, I mean, you guys do have until Sunday to hop into the mastermind, to hop in there with us. And before the price does end up, I figured out how to get the price actually higher. So it was delayed for a while. I mean, I wasn't really talking about it, but tonight's mastermind lesson is going to be epic. Absolutely epic. I can't wait for this one. SLV is knocking on the door of 26, 25.99. It's getting ready. I don't know what you're seeing here, Squirrel. I mean, if it breaks this low, 52.10, that's 10 points lower. The ranges today are insane. I'm not going to be touching anything today. The biggest thing to understand when starting out is not to over risk. You won't be able to play everything you want, and that is okay. Exactly, Daily Taylor. Exactly. Oxy down below 69 there. Oxy got a mind of its own. Exxon's still holding up really well. This may look stupid, but is your course good for beginners or is it advanced? It's good for everybody. Everybody. I built it so that one, it's going to eliminate all of the beginner mistakes that new traders make, but it also gives people with experience in the market some absolutely filthy strategies to add to their toolbox. He said the single most important comp of CPI for PC is housing. Well, true. Monthly rent and OER inflation ticked down slightly by one. Year-over-year inflation fell. Oh, so they're basically looking at supercore. Is essentially what he's trying to do. He's trying to basically say without energy and shelter, what does it look like? And it's like, okay, just cherry pick the data some more. Why don't you? Like, it's simple enough to get you going. There you go, Caesar. Yeah. When did I start trading? Really when I was like 17, 18. But I've been learning about markets and everything since I was 14. So I've been doing this for a long time. That's why, I mean, you guys can hear me talk about these things in the way that I can because I've just been around. I've seen a lot of things and I've been able to learn from like the most successful people in the game. And I want to share that knowledge with you guys. Like even when I have questions on stuff, I just make a phone call to like the people that you see on sometimes on CNBC. Like different game, team. Different game. All these other idiot social media traders, like they're like, "Ooh, look at my diamond watch and my rented Lambo." It's like you look like an idiot, is what you look like. Seriously, it's crazy. Like I look at these people and I'm like, I get why people fall for it, but like it's like lifestyle marketing. Like and the other funny thing too is like when you think about like the day in the life of a trader, it's like I traded made $1,000 in 10 minutes and now I just screwed around all day and shopped. I'm like, you're just lazy. Like you're just not going to start new businesses. That's insane. But team, I think that's going to wrap up the live stream for today. We had a long day over here streaming at 8:25 in the morning. Again, you guys have those links to hop into the courses there. Remember, one-time fee. Once you guys hop in, you guys have any questions on anything, you guys just let me know on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll be around to answer those questions for you guys. So that's going to wrap it up for today. We will be back live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Plus, remember, one thing is knowing a lot on economics and another on economics and trading, which is what SCV offers. Yes, Eddie, absolutely. So team, very wild day here. Let's see how this looks going into the end of the week, but I will see you guys later. Peace.